What happens when the most hyped quarterback in college football falls 139 picks? When a projected top 5 talent becomes the 6th quarterback off the board? When confidence becomes arrogance, and arrogance becomes a 5th-round nightmare? This is the story of Shedeur Sanders, the most polarizing prospect in NFL history. The son who couldn't escape his father's shadow, and the draft fall that no one saw coming.
Over and over and over, so it should be no question why an NFL franchise should pick me. You think I'm worried about what critics say or what people gotta say? You know who my dad is? They hated on him too. So it's like, it's almost normal. Without people hating, it's not normal for us. So we like the adversity, we like everything that comes with the name. That's why we are who we are.
That's what I smell. I smell it. And as we can see, my nose is pretty large. Even though I got allergies, I can still smell well enough. I know what I'm smelling when I'm smelling it. Shedeur Sanders, 5th-round pick.
Tyler, Texas, February 7th, 2002. A son is born to greatness. His father, Deion Sanders, prime time, one of the most electric athletes to ever touch a football field. Hall of Famer, 2-sport superstar, 8 Pro Bowls, 2 Super Bowl rings. The son's name? Shedeur. From the moment he could walk, a football was in his hands. From the moment he could speak, expectations were already crushing him. Growing up in the Sanders household meant one thing: excellence was the baseline. Anything less was failure. His parents divorced in 2011, a bitter public battle. Custody fights, allegations, the kind of family chaos that breaks most kids. But Shedeur kept playing. Trinity Christian School in Cedar Hill, Texas. That's where the legend started. His father became the offensive coordinator. Every practice, every game, every film session, Deion was watching, judging, coaching, pushing. As a junior, Shedeur threw for 3,477 yards and 47 touchdowns, led his team to a 13-1 record and a state championship. As a senior, he threw for 3,702 yards and 43 touchdowns, won the national championship. 4 years, 12,498 passing yards, 166 touchdowns, 47 career wins. He was a 4-star recruit, top 300 player in the country. College programs lined up: Alabama, Oregon, LSU, Georgia. They all wanted him. He chose Florida Atlantic. Then, his father got the Jackson State job, and everything changed.
Round 2 began last night, and the first quarterback taken was Tyler Shuck, who went to the New Orleans Saints with the 40th overall pick. Then in round 3 to Seattle, the Seahawks took Jalen Milroe from Alabama with the 92nd overall pick. And then 2 picks later, the Cleveland Browns selected Dylan Gabriel with the 94th overall pick in the 3rd round. And there were no more quarterbacks taken on Friday. So
Jackson State University, an HBCU in Mississippi. Shedeur flipped his commitment, followed his father to a program that hadn't been nationally relevant in decades. Critics said he was soft, said he was hiding at an HBCU, said he couldn't compete at a Power 5 school. He proved them wrong. As a freshman, he threw for 3,231 yards and 30 touchdowns with just 8 interceptions, won the Jerry Rice Award, the first HBCU player to ever win it. Named SWAC Freshman of the Year. As a sophomore, he was even better. 3,752 yards, 40 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. SWAC Offensive Player of the Year, the Deacon Jones Trophy. Jackson State went 23-3 in his 2 years. 2 Celebration Bowl appearances, 2 SWAC championships. Perfect 16-0 record in conference play. But people still doubted him, still said the competition wasn't real. Then, Colorado called. The University of Colorado. Rock bottom. 1 win the year before. a laughingstock, a program in ruins. Deion took the head coaching job. Shedeur followed. And in his very first game, he silenced everyone. September 2nd, 2023, TCU, ranked 17th in the nation. Shedeur completed 38 of 47 passes, 510 yards, 4 touchdowns, a school record. Colorado won 45-42. The next week, Nebraska, 393 yards, 2 passing touchdowns, 1 rushing touchdown. Week 3, Colorado State, 348 yards, 4 touchdowns. The Buffaloes started 3-0. The college football world was shaking. Then reality hit. Oregon, USC, Stanford, the losses piled up. Shedeur missed the final game with a fractured back. Colorado finished 4-8. But Shedeur had thrown for 3,230 yards, 27 touchdowns, just 3 interceptions. He was named Pac-12 Newcomer of the Year. And heading into a senior season, the NFL was watching.
4 different times they passed on him. How the hell does that happen? 4 rounds. It doesn't happen to a quarterback. We've never seen anything like this before. We've seen guys drop because of injuries. We've seen guys drop because of off-field issues, but we've never seen a quarterback projected to be a top.
His final year. This was it. The moment to prove he belonged in the first round. And he delivered. 4,134 passing yards, 37 touchdowns, 10 interceptions, a 74% completion rate, best in the nation. Big 12 Offensive Player of the Year, Johnny Unitas Golden Arm Award, led Colorado to a 9-4 record and the Alamo Bowl, set school records for single-season yards, touchdowns, and touchdown-to-interception ratio. He threw a touchdown pass in 49 straight games, the longest streak in Division I history. By the end of the season, Shedeur Sanders was projected as a top 5 pick. Some said top 3. His father publicly predicted he'd go in the top 5. Mock drafts had him going to the Giants, the Raiders, the Saints. And then the NFL Combine happened. Indianapolis, February 2025. This was where Shedeur's dream died. Team after team sat down with him, asked him questions, tested his knowledge. And he bombed. One team showed him film of an interception he threw at Colorado, asked him what went wrong. He didn't take blame, said he liked to get into a rhythm early in games. When they pushed harder, he responded, "Maybe I'm not a fit for you." Another team gave him an install package to study, errors intentionally placed inside. He didn't prepare, didn't catch the mistakes. When they called him out, he got defensive. One anonymous assistant coach called it the worst formal interview I've ever been in my life. Said Shedeur was entitled. He said he had horrible body language and blames teammates. An AFC executive echoed it. He wants to dictate what he's going to do and what's best for him. He makes you feel small. Reports surfaced that Shedeur approached the process like he was being recruited, not interviewed. That he sandbagged meetings with teams he didn't want to play for. That he declined to meet with certain franchises entirely. His father had said it publicly a year earlier. There's certain cities that ain't gonna happen. It's gonna be an Eli. But Eli Manning was the number 1 overall pick. Shedeur wasn't. April 26, 2025, the NFL Draft. Round 1. Cam Ward goes first overall to Tennessee. Shedeur waits. Round 1, pick 25. Jackson Dart goes to the Giants. Shedeur waits. Round 2, pick 40. Tyler Shuff goes to New Orleans. Shedeur waits. Round 3, pick 92. Jalen Milroe goes to Seattle. Round 3, pick 94. Dylan Gabriel goes to Cleveland. Shedeur waits. Day 3. Round 4 passes. No call. Then round 5, pick 144, the Cleveland Browns. The 6th quarterback off the board. The same Browns who'd already drafted a quarterback 2 rounds earlier. Shedeur Sanders, the projected top 5 pick, drafted in the 5th round, 139 picks later than expected. The fall stunned everyone. Analysts scrambled. Twitter exploded. A prank caller even got Shedeur's private number during the draft, pretended to be the Saints GM, humiliated him on camera. The caller's father, an NFL coach, was fined $100,000. The Falcons organization fined $250,000, but the damage was done. Shedeur signed a 4-year, $4.6 million deal with Cleveland. No guarantees. 5th-round money. Cleveland, 2025 season. Joe Flacco started the first 4 games. Struggled. Dylan Gabriel took over. Struggled worse. And Shedeur sat. Week after week, he watched from the sideline. Took no first-team reps. Browns fans screamed for him. Media demanded he play. But Kevin Stefanski refused. Then week 11, the Baltimore Ravens. Dylan Gabriel suffered a concussion. Shedeur entered the game. No preparation. No first-team reps all season. Not even familiar with the center's cadence. He went 4 of 16, 47 yards, 1 interception. One of the worst debuts in NFL history. Critics piled on, said he wasn't ready, said he never would be. But then came week 12.
November 24th, 2025, Las Vegas, Raiders Stadium. Shedeur's first NFL start. For the first time in his professional career, he got a full week of first-team reps. The Browns were 2-8. The Raiders were 2-8. 2 terrible teams. 2 lost seasons. But all eyes were on number 12. First quarter, Wildcat formation. Quinshon Judkins punches it in. 7-0 Browns. Shedeur hadn't even thrown yet. Then, late in the first, the moment arrived. A blitz. Pressure coming. Shedeur rolls right. Isaiah Bond breaking open downfield. He throws it. 52 yards, dropped perfectly at the 2-yard line. Myles Garrett on the sideline, eyes wide, can't believe what he just saw. That was the longest completion by a Browns quarterback in 15 games. Fourth quarter, screen pass to Dylan Sampson. Sampson takes it 66 yards, touchdown. Final stats, 11 of 20, 209 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Cleveland 24, Raiders 10. Shedeur Sanders became the first Browns quarterback to win his first start since 1995. Ended a 17-game losing streak for Browns QBs making their debut. After the game, he said it plainly. A lot of people want to see me fail, and it ain't going to happen. The Browns named him the starter for Week 13. This is the story of Shedeur Sanders, a kid born into impossible expectations, who dominated at Jackson State, who resurrected Colorado, who fell 139 picks on draft night, who sat for 9 weeks, who got thrown into chaos, who got written off after 1 bad half, and who came back and won. The truth? We still don't know what Shedeur Sanders will become. He could be a franchise quarterback. He could be out of the league in 3 years. But what we do know is this. He didn't break when 32 teams passed on him. He didn't quit when Cleveland buried him on the depth chart. He didn't fold when the entire football world doubted him. Shedeur Sanders has spent his entire life being told he's not good enough. Not as good as his father. Not ready for Power 5 football. Not a first-round talent. And every single time, he's proven them wrong. The draft gamble didn't break the NFL. It broke the doubters. And Shedeur Sanders is just getting started.